Vietnam is located in the southeast of Indo-Chinese Peninsula and covers an area of more than 330,000 square kilometers. Our country has the shape of a letter S and lies entirely in a tropical region. Vietnam shares borders with the Gulf of Tonkin and South China Sea to the east, Laos and Cambodia to the west, China to the north, and the Gulf of Thailand to the south. Here the climate is variable depending in which part of the country you are. For example, in northern Vietnam, the winter is cold and dry. During summer is hot, humid and rainy. From July to September is highest rainfall season. Then, central Vietnam is hot and dry in the summer. In winter is cool and rainy, and with monsoon level rains between October and November. Finally, southern Vietnam has constant warm temperatures. Here the seasons are simple, rainy from May to November and dry from November to May. In general, Vietnam has a warm, sunny climate with some temperature variations from region to region.
The Vietnamese culture is one of the oldest of the world. Some people say that our culture has a lot of influence from the Chinese one, but actually, multiple studies say that Vietnam culture has its own characteristics and development apart from China. Our culture approximately originated from ancient Nam Viet, an ancient kingdom of Jiao Qi, which shared one or two characteristics with Han Chinese culture. In 111 BCE, China occupied Nam Viet, which left in Vietnamese culture, Chinese arts, its language, and Confucian philosophy governing. In the mid-19th century, during the French occupation, Vietnamese culture adopted the European architecture, Catholicism, and the Latin alphabet, which created a new writing system, leaving behind the Chinese unknown writing system. After the French withdrawal, the Vietnamese government was controlled by propaganda, which exploited the importance of sharing the cultural ideology with fellow communist nations around the world, like the USSR, Cuba, and China. Nowadays, our culture has been absorbing Asian, European, and American influences to make it richer.
When we talk about the Vietnamese dressing code, it is important to have a general feel for the values and customs of our culture. Here, we value humility, restraint, and modesty. You should avoid being boastful or showing off your wealth. Public displays of affection, better known as PDA, are generally frowned upon, so try to avoid touching people of the opposite sex. You should dress conservatively and keep your body covered. When you visit a sacred place, it's important for women to avoid wearing tight-fitting, overly short attire. Women should ensure that they wear a shirt with sleeves, and shorts should come at least to the knee. When visiting a sacred site, it is important to remove hat from the head. The ancestor worship, where we believe that our ancestors continue living in another realm, and that it is the duty of the living beings to meet their need. The rites consist of making offerings of fruits, food, wine, votive paper, lighting candles, and burning incense before praying in front of the altar. Animist beliefs. Animists believe that souls or spirits exist in non-human entities as well as in humans, and that all phenomena and forces in the universe are controlled by spirits and the souls of the dead. A large number of gods like the sun, the moon, the land, the mountain, the river, the water, or the tree have been worshipped since ancient times. Visiting the pagoda at the beginning of the year. When spring is coming, many Vietnamese go to pagodas and temples to pray for health, peace, and happiness. This is not only a wish, but also a moment for people to gather in a spiritual place, leaving behind the difficulties in life and feeling all together with the harmony of heaven and earth. In Vietnam, we also respect each other a lot. In other countries, it may be common to stand with their arms crossed, but here it's better for you to not do that. You should not stand with your hands on your hips, or flaunt your money, or criticize other people. We consider it highly disrespectful. For us, the head is considered the most sacred spot of the body, and the feet are seen as the least sacred. So you should never touch someone else's head, since it's the most sacred spot of their body. Also, do not point the soles of your feet toward anyone or any sacred statues, such as Buddha, because we consider it very disrespectful. In Vietnam, we always give the highest amount of respect to all older than us. If you're wearing a hat, remove it when you speak to someone older than you.
Some of the most traditional dishes in Vietnam are Bang Quang. It's a steamed roll made with rice, flour, and stuffed with minced pork, with mushrooms and onions. It is eaten along a fish sauce with vinegar, sugar, and chili. You may think it's an easy recipe, but it is not always easy. Xiao Yen, Actually, the dish is called sio, but in this case we are talking about a specific place. Sio is a sticky rice that is served with a soy base and various types of meat, with seasonings of your choice. You can mix without fear of being ground pork, chicken, egg, paste, green beans, etc. Barn Run tea. There are two variants of this dish, salty and sweet. The salty one is filled with mincemeat and glass noodles, mushrooms and carrots in a mixture of flour and glutinous rice. The sweet donut is filled with green beans and cooked with sugar. While eating and drinking in Vietnam, you should say before eating, Chok Man Yun and Ong Men. This means enjoy, but also shows your excitement for the meal. Following our respect for the elderly, they eat first. You should not eat until the oldest person at the table begins eating.
Historically in Vietnam, we have been defined by the Tam Giao, or triple religion, which is a mix of Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism. Also, some people believe in animism, and in modern Vietnam, there are Catholic practices. Here in Vietnam, regardless our religion, we worship our ancestors with altars at our homes or businesses.
Some of the most exciting and beautiful places to visit in Vietnam are Halong Bay. There are more than 1,600 islands and islets of different sizes that makes up a spectacular maritime landscape that looks like a painting. It is known as the Vietnamese jewel of the crown. Hanoi. It is known for its countless motorcycles and hangs. The Vietnamese capital is also worth a visit to wander through its legendary old town, to take some time to discover the museums and memories of the Vietnam War. Hoi An. It's undebatedly one of the most friendliest and most welcoming cities. It is quiet, artisanal, and located on the coast. At sunset, the old part is illuminated in a traditional way with numerous colored lanterns.